Welcome to the Athena Wellness Podcast, the show that invites you to take a seat around the community fire and listen to stories that inspire. I'm your host, Kathy Robinson, author, coach, and founder of Athena Wellness, a company that's dedicated to supporting you on your journey to live more wholeheartedly. Hello, and welcome to episode 110. Thanks so much for joining me for this shortened Wellness Wednesday episode, a little midweek boost to help keep your warrior vibe high. Today I'm joined once again by Gunther Mueller, who speaks to the importance of positivity and shares his favorite morning practice to alchemize motivation and inspiration each day. And now on to the show. I hope you enjoy the conversation. Once again, I'm joined by Gunther Mueller. Welcome back, Gunther.
Hey, Kathy. Thank you. Good to be here again.
The last time we spoke, we talked a lot about how to manifest health. In this episode, I'd like to get practical. I know you're a proponent of morning routines. Is there a practice that you can share with our listeners to help them manifest their dream life?
So the tool that I've come across in the positive psychology space that I think is the most effective way to do this, the most simple, effective way, is with a platform called Positive Prime. You can get to it. I have a website that leads to it. It's thealchemyofcreation.com. And so, for many, many years, alchemists tried to figure out how to turn lead into gold. That was the essence of creation and trying to manipulate the three-dimensional physical world. So the alchemyofcreation.com will lead you to how to train your mind. And I think the essential part of a morning ritual is to embed in your mind something that will create positive emotion throughout the day. Now, this isn't faking it till you make it. This is real positive psychology science through visual images, through sound. And it's not like watching a video because the mind needs novelty. If the mind is watching something, like there's mind movies out there, but once you've seen a mind movie once and you watch it the second time, it does not have the effect because the mind has already unknown and understood what order things are coming in. So effective positive mental priming requires novelty. It requires the right level of imagery to blow by the prefrontal cortex to get past this conscious mind, to get into, let's say, the reticular activating system, to really get into the deeper levels of mind so that the body, the mind actually experiences these positive emotions. And we could talk for days on the science that's behind Positive Prime and the technology that's been developed. And it's not expensive. It's like $19 a month to have something like that. But as a tool, you can use 1, 2, 3, 4 times a day. And the science shows that the effect is 6 to 8 hours after only a 3-minute session. So I don't know of anything that's more effective than choosing to spend 3 minutes. Maybe you'll give yourself 5, maybe you'll give yourself 10. The more, the better. But the science shows that just even with 3 minutes of exposure to positive mental priming in the proper way sets your whole day up for being much more positive. And I think in the last time we talked, I said happiness leads success. So the essential key that science has proven to us today is that anything you can do to foster the positive emotions of joy, love, awe, hope, accomplishment, and things like that is the thing that will create success in any area of your life, whether it's better relationships, better health, ability to make more money, to experience abundance, all these things. They are scientifically proven now to be linked towards your ability to actually experience positive emotion.
And is this an audio? Is it visual? Tell me a little about the tool.
Yeah, it's both. It's audio visual. Think of like a vision board on steroids. A lot of people have done vision boarding. The problem is they're usually going through magazines, and what winds up on the vision board is pictures of other people. And so on this platform, what you're actually doing is creating that reality for the people that are in those pictures. So what you need is actually a place to upload pictures of yourself. So pictures that, with maybe your family and you've been on a trip and you were experiencing positive emotions in that picture, in that frame. And this is a platform that allows you to upload as many pictures of yourself experiencing positive emotions, driving your favorite car, or maybe it's a picture of you at the dealership and you're sitting in the car that you don't already have, but it's a picture of you sitting in that car. Or maybe you go visit a house and there's a picture that you take of yourself in a particular home with a particular view, but you're in the picture. And so you upload these pictures into this platform. And every time your mind sees you actually in the photograph, and it's in relation to the 8 pictures that come before it and the 8 pictures that come after it, and how they all sync, because your mind collapses all of those images down into one experience. But then the next time you watch it, it has to be in a different order, so that the neurons, the neural pathways in the brain actually have to say, well, wait a second, what was that? And has to actually reorganize, because if it's the same way every time, the brain's like, yep, been there, done that, seen that, I already know what to do with that. So every time a priming session happens, the data, the science now says it has to be different every time. That's why these sessions are not MP4 files. They're not just videos. They are dynamically created in real time, based on whether you want to do something on happiness or fulfillment or relationships or abundance, or there's hundreds of sessions that have been created meticulously. Each session has over 1,000 pictures in it that have all been curated. And when you upload your picture, it's mixed in the proper way into this series of 1,000 pictures. And the sound, the smiles, the everything that you see in there is hand-picked, handcrafted, based on the scientific experiments to foster this positive emotional experience in your mind, no matter what's going on in your life, and been shown to have an effect for the next 6 to 8 hours.
Fascinating. I love it. I love it. Thank you again, Gunther. I'll link that up in the show notes, and I appreciate your time. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining me today. I know there are many ways you can spend your time. Thank you for choosing to spend it with me. Until our paths cross again, be kind to yourself and show your warrior spirit some love. If you know anyone who could benefit from today's episode, please pass it on. And many thanks for supporting the show by subscribing and leaving a review. It means a lot, and it helps others find their way to our circle. If you'd like to access the show notes, have a question you'd like addressed on a future episode, or would like a transcript of this episode, visit www.athenawellness.com/podcast. Until next time, be well.